favorite ministry among the children is Vacation Bible School. Each afternoon, the team would lead them in songs, their favorite being Father Abraham, and then they'd get a visit from Bible Man, who introduced the Bible story of the day. Today's VBS lesson is part 2 of the resurrection story. The previous day, Jesus was crucified and taken to the tomb at a house nearby. Today, the kids are instructed to go search for Jesus at the tomb, but he isn't there. Through visual and engaging skits, our team is able to teach Bible stories in a way that captures their attention and excites them to learn more. After visiting the tomb and seeing that Jesus wasn't there, they came back to hear the rest of the story. At the end, the painted stone rolled away and Micah, who played Jesus, reappeared. Our team finished a project we started last year. John, Frank, and Ryan spent their mornings cutting down trees and putting up a new fence around the school. Let's just say some were more successful than others.
One swing, baby. One sprint.
After that, we decided to leave the welding to the pros.
Really common.
This is Jerry Alegria, a second-year student in college studying to be a civil engineer. During the school year, he lives in Managua and comes home every now and then. His mother works very hard as a housemaid in Managua so that Jerry can go to school.
You know, she works as cleaning houses down in Managua.
Entonces, aprecio su esfuerzo que tiene hacia mí, por eso que...
So, you know, I thank her very much for all the effort that she's doing for me.
Like many in Nicaragua, Jerry grew up without a father in his life, but he tells us since becoming a Christian, he relies on our Heavenly Father to guide him. Let's listen as Jerry shares his testimony.
You know, I was invited to a youth group.
Sinceramente, no sé, me sentía muy vacío.
You know, to be honest with you, I mean, I felt very empty inside.
Y me ofrecieron,
and you know, and they offered me
conocer a Dios.
You know, they asked me if I wanted to know the Lord.
Y desde entonces, pues, yo acepté conocer a Dios.
And ever since then, you know, I mean, I did accept it to know the Lord.
Y desde entonces, él ha sido como un padre para mí.
So ever since then, you know, I mean, he's been like a father to me.
Porque mi papá es mujeriego, para
because my dad is a womanizer.
Y él antes venía una vez al mes, algo así.
And you know, he used to come like once a month before.
Y yo siempre quise saber qué se sentía tener un papá al lado todos los días.
And you know, and I always wanted to know, you know, I mean, what it was to have a dad, you know, I mean, next to me every day.
Y desde entonces creo que ya siento que es tener un papá.
Now I know what it is to have a dad now. I think God is here because now we're all together.
Si pueden apreciar cada vez que estés bien.
As you can appreciate every time you guys come.
Siempre vamos a ver a las personas unidas. Claro, no todas piensan iguales.
You're always going to see everybody united, you know, I mean, together, you know, I mean, not all of them think the same, but
hay quienes traen su corazón no tan bueno como todos.
You know, some of them don't have their heart in the right spot yet.
Pero la mayoría hemos aprendido a compartir.
But most of them we have been able to share together.
Aparte de que te tienen a ayudar en gran parte con las bicicletas que
you know, like right now you guys came to help us with the bicycles. You know, that's something that is needed here.
Bueno, más que todo
Well,
agradecerle
you know, I want to thank you guys so much
porque
because
yo sé que en el corazón de Dios estaba que ustedes vienen aquí.
I know that in you, God put him in your heart for you guys to come here again.
Porque existen muchos barrios y
You know,
muchos
because
lugares
there's lots
necesitados.
of neighborhoods and lots of places that you guys could have gone,
Y Dios quiso que ustedes estuvieran aquí.
and God wanted you guys to be here with us.
Oh, my soul is overwhelmed with your love, so deep, so high. I'm caught up in you. And oh, my soul, it overflows with this love you've shown, and I found my joy comes from you, and how we love your presence. Our hearts are satisfied by you alone. Who is like you? No one else will do. And all we want is you. Oh, my soul is overwhelmed with your love, so deep, so high. I'm caught up in you. How we love your presence. Our hearts are satisfied by you alone. Who is like you? No one else will do. You are overflowing. You're overwhelming. You satisfy my heart, and you are love eternal.